Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Getting ready for the shine. Sunday morning. Just getting things all ready to go here. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Kit. Good morning, good morning. Give a couple minutes here, build an audience, and then we'll rock and roll. Good morning, Jonathan. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Good morning, Rachel. Joseph, good morning, good morning. Jose, you're supposed to be paying attention. You shouldn't be joining. Good morning, Jonathan. Yeah, last day. We're in there right now. Thank you, Rachel. We're in our seminar right now, still sharpening my saw, but I committed, like I said, we talked about keeping your word, and I committed to doing this, so I just stepped out of the room. There's a guy that we have, Michael Burton, is doing personal development. It's absolutely awesome in there right now. Jose, be back in that room. Hello, Lori. Yes, rise and shine. Rise and shine. I love it, Lori. Grab your cinnamon tea. I got my tea. Grab your tea. We'll get rocking here. One more minute. We're going to get going. Good morning, Ben. Miss you at the event, brother. So, getting ready to rock. It's an awesome day. It's beautiful out here in Michigan. We're at the Detroit Renaissance. Beautiful, beautiful hotel. It's been absolutely amazing, amazing event we've been at. So, from Orlando, yes. I don't know if you're working, Kit. Come on now. I love it. All right. A couple more minutes, we'll get rocking, get your day going. Good morning, Jim. Good morning. Yes, Ben. We miss you here, brother. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So, yes, good morning, Sunday. Good Sunday morning. So, shaking tea in your walk, preparing for the day. That's great. That's great, Joe. Get it. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. First of all, as always, gratitude for you. Give yourself a hug. Tell yourself you love yourself. Good morning, Carrie. Give yourself some gratitude for getting up this. Hello, Sarah. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Yep, happy anniversary. Thank you. We're going to actually talk about that today. Good morning, Sue. So gratitude to you, gratitude for being on, giving me this space, this opportunity to speak to you every morning, get some things off my head, and hopefully, give you something that is of value to you. So it's been awesome. It's awesome. So, all right. So good morning, Susie. So, like I said, great gratitude to you, and just in general, we're going to talk about relationships, and first of all, it's me and my bride's anniversary, 17 years, and so I want to speak about relationships, and I don't have it all figured out, but I'm going to kind of give you my take on relationships, and it can go from any kind of relationship, that you want, because I think there's common things that determine a good relationship. So me personally, I just remember, I've been reflecting on the day here, and tell Sarah good morning. Hello, Tiffany. I remember, it's been about 20 years ago when my bride first walked in. I was working up in Lorraine. I remember my dad helping my father out in Lorraine. I was driving an hour every day to get there, and it was we were working tons of hours. Good morning, Dawn. Thank you. And so hello, Shirley. So we working tons of hours, we were running in the morning, and then leave by 5 o'clock, get there at 6, get ready for a day, and then we were leaving at 6 or 7, get home at 8 o'clock at night. And that was what I did when I first got back from chiropractic school. And it's really, as far as social life, no social life. And I remember, thank you, Shirley, I remember this blonde walks through this. I walk out the door, and this blonde comes walking, through I still see it at Lorraine Community Hospital, and the PT area, and these two doors, and there's this blonde. She opens up, and she comes walking. I'm like, wow. And also she comes into PT room. I'm like, yes, who is this? And sure enough, she was actually a PT that was going to be taking my place, that they're hiring, Dad hired her, and a while ago. She just got out of PT school, and automatically I'm like, wow. And then I'm on my dad. I'm like, Dad, you kidding me? I worked this hard, and then also this is who you're going to replace me with? Like, I'm not even going to be able to spend time with her. So I had literally like 2 weeks. I asked her out in the second day. She said no, and then later said, okay, yeah, I'd come. And it was interesting, and then I already had plans, so it didn't work out. But we ended up going out, and we've been together since. And it's been absolutely amazing, life changing. Now I'm gonna go through some ups and downs. Has it been all like just marital bliss? No, obviously not. And we're gonna talk about that because I think that's a key. But it's absolutely amazing. And to be 17 years now, and still look at her, and I call her my bride because that's what I feel like. It's funny because like our anniversary, I always talk about I always call it our honeymoon. I don't know why, but I still view it as our honeymoon when I'm with her. And so I want to talk about the relationships because it's been up and down, and like anything in life, anything, to have a good, solid relationship, it takes hard work. Hello, Amanda. You got to be willing to work at it. A lot of times I think people have this TV notion, this movie notion that, or you see stuff on People magazine and you see it and it looks like it's perfect. It looks like, wow, they just got it all together. It's a happy ever after life. There is no problems ever. And, to me, it's not like that. It takes hard work, and if you think it's going to be this, I think some people look at that first time you met, like that, that first day I met her, and saw her, and when we first started dating, everything was new, and it was amazing, and it was, the butterflies and all that kind of stuff. Do I get that? At moments I do, but is it every time? Is it like it used to be? As it used to be when I first, you would stay up all night, talk, you would, all that kind of stuff, right? Do we do that? No, we're tired, and that's okay, And we talked early on one of the shines. We talked about, sometimes your loved ones, you take advantage of. Your loved ones are the ones that you don't pay as much attention to. So that's happened, you know what I mean? And so sometimes you get complacent with your spouse. You get complacent with, in that relationship, right? It becomes easy and it becomes good. It's not exceptional, but it's good. And sometimes, and that's the thing is, in our relationship, there's these ups and downs, and we go through seasons just in life. We go through seasons of ups and downs and hard times and not so, and great times, and I think something that, a couple key points is, number one, it's a hard work, and realizing that you're going to have hard work, realizing that, it's not going to be this, oh, well, because, I think that sometimes people look at that and they see somebody else who pays a little attention to them, right? Because maybe that person isn't paying attention to, and they think, oh, wow, that's what it's supposed to feel, so maybe I'm out of love because I don't feel that same butterfly. No, it's just a new person. That's going to be the old person soon, right? So you got the new person, feels like how it used to feel, and then that's going to be the old fish. You're always searching for that newness, and I think you can keep it new, and I think you keep it fresh, but on the same token, it is different. Good morning, Steve. So I think another point of a solid relationship is compromise. You got to have some compromise in your life. You can't get your way all the time. And compromises sometimes in things you want to do. Sometimes compromise is, working with them and things that that you don't want to do, that you do it because you just love that person. So having that compromise in your heart and really knowing that, you have to. I mean, because that's how it's built. And, respecting each other and respecting people, respecting your spouse, respecting that person enough to love them. Hello, Henry. Thank you, man. So you got to have that respect. And sometimes, somebody says something and you under your breath, you disrespect them or whatever it is, and that's what I think you have to have. By 14 this week. All right, I love it. Yes, Steve, you guys got a great relationship. What a model couple, Steve Arnold and Lisa. They're awesome. Good friends of ours. 14 years. I love it. Is that respect level, right? In all aspects. You can't, respect somebody less and you treat them like, you treat everybody else great, but then you treat your spouse or your significant other or whoever it is, relationships poorly. Okay, have that respect for them. And how you think about them. It's if you think, if you the saying goes, if you change the way you think about someone, when you change the way you think about something, the thing you think about changes. So same thing, if say, and I see that if you just would love them more, you'll get love in return. If you respect them more, you'll get. So if you feel like your spouse is disrespecting you, respect them more, and you'll get respect back. Because sometimes it's that end too, okay? And it's a communication also. And this is where I struggle with, because there's conversation. Hello, Alex. How you doing, brother? There's communication sometimes that I think I have a conversation with her, but it's in my head, and so that's our struggle a lot of times is communicating and really me showing that I care about her every day, doing the little things that I may or may not do for myself. One of them, like really originally, was the bed. I never made the bed, but she loves to have a bed made. I could care less if my bed's made or not, but I make it because I love her. I make it because it makes her happy. I make it because it shows service to her and I honor her. That's why. I don't make it because I want to make it, because I'd say I'm going to sleep in it next night. Why should I make it? Now, I also believe that if you make it, you got something accomplished, so I do agree with that, but she's really the reason I do that. So think about that in your relationships. When you do something and you give it all to them, okay, and you respect them and you love them, you know what? Am I going to say that it always turns out? Sometimes it doesn't, Sometimes, whatever reason, you can't control the other person, but you can control yourself. Okay, so that's the thing, and I'm talking relationship-wise, but I think you can put this into any context, with your children, with a friend, with a coworker. Okay, coworkers, build a relationship with them. Yes, sure, I believe communicates very, so having a coworker, having that communication with them, having that mutual respect for them, and change the way you think about it. Instead of saying, I got to work with Sally, she's a real or an you know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? If you start thinking, I can't wait to be next to them, I can't wait to help them out, instead of what can I do, you know what I mean? So change the way you think about things, the things you think about change. That's huge to me. And just loving them. You come from love at all times, no matter what, because you don't know, because sometimes it's like, some of our fights are really about tone, and my tone, usually it's my fault, my tone, I feel, and I'm catching, as older I get, and the more personal development I do, the better I get. I catch it now, and I'm like, wow. And now, instead of just letting it go, I say something. Hey, I apologize. That didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. Now, sometimes I don't always do that, and she'll tell you that I don't always. But you know what? I do catch. I'm catching myself now, and I'm addressing her. And one thing that she's doing now is not snapping back at me, and then allows me to have that space to be able to come back and say, wow, that didn't come out the way I wanted to. I apologize. I took it wrong. So saying you're sorry, saying you messed up. That's what building a relationship, because as you have that relationship, and you start to build and saying what you want, saying what you need. She needs, really for Shayna, she really wants time with me. And for me, as some of you know that we're in an Herbalife event, and that has been a life changer for our marriage, in my opinion, because what it did was it forced me at least a minimum of once a quarter to once a month that we go away together. No kids, and we're away at least one night. And, just to be able to have that, to sit next to her in an event and be able to touch her and, have, rub her neck and just, hold her hand is very important. It's those little things that really keeps that relationship going. Now if you're having, a coworker, you're not going to hold their hand, I hope, but you could. But that's what, so that's the thing, though, is looking for what does that person need and trying to help fulfill that need. Trying to help them feel better about themselves. That's what it's about, and like I said, when everything comes from love, if you come from love and everything you do comes from love, hello, Victoria, if you're loving on that person, consistently loving that person, the love's going to come back. I promise you, the love will come back, and it may or may not come from that person, but if you come in from area love all the time, love will come, love will be in your life, because remember, it comes from you, not to you. So love, a lot of people look out here for love, look inside here for love. This is where love's going to come from, right here. So when you start to love yourself and love, you allow the universe to give you love back. And that's where you start building those strong relationships. So just to recap a little bit, hard work. You got to work hard, okay? Continue to work at it every day. If anybody tells you that relationship is easy, okay, thank you, Victoria. If they tell you it's easy, it's not true. They tell you that it's been marital bliss and it's been my honeymoon every day. No, it hasn't. Believe me, we've had some knockouts, you know what I mean? And and most of them are just BS. Most of them didn't. It was a miscommunication. Okay? So having some compromise, respecting each other. Okay? You know, how you think about that person is key. Communication. Having proper communication. When you don't communicate, say you're sorry. You know, if you don't fulfill your word, say you're sorry. It's okay. Be sorry. Be okay to be vulnerable with that person. And just love the living crap out of them. Just love, love, love. And always think of, I love you. You know, some of the times that's another thing. And gratitude for them. Is being gratitude for that other person. Let those bad relationships go. And start coming from an area of love. And if you start doing that and showing the person, even the person that you cannot stand, you start showing love to them and you start throwing gratitude for them, I'm telling you, it will start to, you know, it may not ever be the best friends, but that relationship and that energy will be better. So I'm going to leave you that with today. Have a great, I want to say happy anniversary to my bride. She may watch this later, I hope. I love you, and I love all you guys. You know, so, wow, just awesome being in this moment with you guys. Thank you so much for this, and like I said, have a great day. Build some strong relationships. Go out there, and you know, if you have some that need repair, start today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the right time. And you know what? Sometimes just saying thank you to them for whatever reason, find that gratitude, and that's the starting place. Come from gratitude, and that's the start. So, love you guys. Have a fantastic, fantastic Sunday. Let's be abundant today. Let's show some love today. Let's let our light shine.